What's going on? This video is going to be about doing the thing that you want to do, but that you're scared to do. For me, this thing is making videos on YouTube or anywhere. But if you want to do something and you don't do it, the consequences of not doing it in 5, 10 years and your disappointment in yourself are going to be much worse than whatever short-term pain, like right now that I'm in. Like, it's weird to make a video. It's weird to make a video, to sit down. I'm sitting on the floor right now in my room, talking to my computer. Like, making a video is not natural to me, I guess. Like, it's not like talking to a person, right? Where there's actually someone in front of you. I'm looking at below the little pinhole on the computer is like a screen of myself. I feel like I'm just talking to myself, but back to the point, if in 10 years, if in 15, 20 years, or if I was like dying, I would be pretty sad if I didn't at least, I would be disappointed in myself if I didn't try, if I didn't actually start making videos, even though pretty much my entire life I wanted to. Like back when I was a kid, I wanted to make like Minecraft YouTuber videos, or a few years ago I thought about, or I actually did start, but I started making like gym videos, but then I kind of stopped because I don't know, it felt embarrassing to actually put yourself out there, to put yourself out there to be looked at and to be viewed and to be judged, which is can be scary. But what's scarier is failing your own standards for yourself, or it's scary not to live up to what you want. It's more scary to fail yourself than it is to fail others, I guess, if you made a video and it wasn't very good. I'm just saying it's better to try, really. It's better to try. Much better to try. If you have something that you've been thinking about doing, or that's eating at the back of your mind about that you would like to do in the morning when you wake up, or something that you want to have done, it's easy to want to have done things, but it's hard to want to actually do them. Like it's easier to want the output of something than it is to want the input, even though you know that the input leads to the output. Like, the actual input of making a video isn't very rewarding. It's not very fun. It's not like you don't get very much dopamine from making a video. Whereas watching a video, it's much easier. But for many things, if you have like a great job, like a doctor probably doesn't like the input. Maybe they do. I don't know. Of like, talking to the person might be fun, but they probably don't like the input of like putting a stethoscope on your heart, or taking blood. They probably don't like taking blood from people, but the output of what they're doing is that they're helping people, they're making people healthy. You have to focus on you have to be able to deal with the pain or the boredom or the barrier of the input in order to get to the output, obviously. But it's easy to forget that, and it's easy to just like let it's so easy to let your own discomfort of getting through the input of what you want to do discourage you from starting or doing it, and then eventually ever getting the output. Like, you wake up you go to work and then at that point you're tired. I think I'm just gonna start doing whatever I want in the morning. I think I'm gonna start waking up like 4 hours earlier so that way I'm not like, because it's so easy to just get back from work and be like, oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. Or just like you have a little bit of time, but it would require you have like 2, 3 hours until you have to like get ready for bed and go to bed so you can sleep. But it's like you have a little bit of time and you could like lock in and get it all done, or you could just look at your phone for 15 minutes and that turns into a half hour and now you don't really have enough time. You have to like really keep yourself from getting distracted if you want to. For one, if you're working a job, and then afterwards you want to actually make progress towards your long-term goal outside of your 9 to 5. You have to really stay focused. There's so many things that are like fighting for your attention. You have to really. I was listening to like a podcast and it was by Alex Ramosi, and something that really stuck with me is that focus isn't having like five different things going on in your head, or like having five different things in your within arm's reach, and just like if you had a plate of donut, a cake, a like a good meal, and then like two more bad things. Focus isn't having all of those and then selecting the good option. Focus is removing the bad options and only having the good one in front of you. It's a process of subtraction, not multiplication of effort. Of It's not a multiplication of trying really hard not to look at the cake, of not choosing the other options. Focus is just subtracting the other options away so that the cake is the only thing that you have in front of, or excuse me, that the good meal is the only thing that you have in front of you, and the cake aren't even around. They're not even entering your mind because you've already subtracted them. If you have something that you want to do, you have to, it's much easier to think about the carrot of what you want, like the goal out in front of you. Jordan Peterson kind of talks about this, how you need both of these things that I'm going to talk about. But you need the goal in front of you, which would be the carrot in this situation. Like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to make videos online for other people to see, and I want to, you know, be able to make a little bit of money from that maybe, or to be able to help people, or to get my feelings out there. And that's your goal. But you also need something that you're running from. You also need something that you fear. This would be the stick in this situation. In this situation, you're the donkey. You need something that you fear behind you, someone with a stick hitting you. That, and the stick is, in 20 years, I'll be 42. If I'm 42 and when I was 22, if I was too afraid to do what I wanted like this, or if I was too afraid to sit down in front of the computer and talk, or go after what I really wanted, I would be a very sad person. And for me, that's the stick. That's what I'm running from. That's what I'm. It's so easy to get distracted because the next day you can wake up and just forget the stick or the carrot and just kind of go through the day to day. But you have to really focus on what you want and just keep moving towards it. But for me, my stick is my 42-year-old self that never tried anything outside of, a 9 to 5 or going to college or just anything like that. Never having taken a risk, because one day you are gonna be 42. You won't be 22 anymore, and you know it's gonna the chance will kind of be over a little bit, or you'll have lost. You won't be able to get that time back. That's why one of the things that I've done is put like quotes that really kind of re-track me onto my goal, is just onto my lock screen, which is a simple thing, but if you look at it, it's something that you look at a lot, right? So I think that it'll help me kind of stay focused. Like some words from like Tom Platz or from Greg Plitt. Those are two guys that I listen to. I think they have really good motivational talks, but that's about it, man. If you have something that you really want to go after, you have to promise yourself that you're not going to let it wait until tomorrow. You have to promise yourself that, because tomorrow will turn into a week, which is going to turn into 3 months, and you still will be the same person. So, I mean, I think there are things I could have done when I was 18 that I could have already had been, you know. I'll never be 18 again. I'll never be 17 again in high school again. You know, you can't go back and change these things that you wish you could have changed, you know, and those chances are gone for me, for anyone. You can only use the time that you have, but you have to, like, if you have to decide what you want, one, and then you actually have to go after it, and you have to not let yourself be, you know, if you're on a track, the word distracted, you have to not let yourself be distract onto another, like, just normal day to day. Wait until, like, just waking up and waiting until the end of the day so you can get off work, you know, and then going to bed and then doing the same thing. You have to have that, like, long term goal and keep it. You have to, like, protect it. I think like Will Smith said that if you have a dream, you have to protect it in pursuit of happiness. But that's all for today, I think. But this is part of my goal that I'm protecting, making these videos. So even if no one sees them, it's totally cool. But if I can help anyone, really, these videos are for me. These videos are for my 42-year-old self, so that when I'm 42, I can say I did everything in my power. Hopefully when I'm 42, I'm still going to be making videos. But when I'm 42, you know, I won't have to say, yeah, you know, when 20 years ago I wanted to make YouTube videos, I almost did, or I could have, but you know, I'll just, you know, I don't know, I don't know, I'll work at, you know, a school, or work. I mean, these are fine, but I'll just take the safe thing that I'll take the safe thing that I don't really want, but it's easy, you know. That's why I'm doing this. So I hope that this kind of makes you want to go after it too. And remember to have your goal, and then to have also in the back of your mind what you fear being, which is you're kind of running away from. That's all. See ya.